John Fetterman files lawsuit against Sunny Hostin. Controversy surrounding remarks on The View. In a shocking twist of events, Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman has filed a lawsuit against The View co-host Sunny Hostin, alleging that her recent remarks on the popular daytime talk show were defamatory. The move has sparked heated debates across political and media circles, with questions being raised about the limits of free speech, accountability, and the role of public figures in navigating public criticism. The lawsuit stems from comments Hostin made during a live segment, which Fetterman and his legal team claim misrepresented him in a way that caused significant harm to his reputation. Here's a closer look at the controversy and the wider implications it holds for both politics and the media. The alleged remarks. The controversy began when Sunny Hostin discussed Fetterman during a recent episode of The View. While analyzing political developments, Hostin reportedly made statements that Fetterman argues were not only false, but damaging to his credibility as a public servant. Although the specific remarks are outlined in the legal filing, reports suggest that Hostin questioned Fetterman's competency and fitness for office, referencing his recovery from a stroke and his mental acuity. Her comments were widely viewed as both personal and political, igniting conversations about the treatment of politicians dealing with health challenges. Fetterman, who has been open about his recovery journey, found Hostin's comments particularly troubling. In a statement, he described the remarks as irresponsible and baseless, emphasizing his commitment to serving his constituents despite personal health challenges. Fetterman's lawsuit. The lawsuit, filed in a Pennsylvania court, accuses Sunny Hostin of defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Fetterman's legal team alleges that Hostin's comments were made with reckless disregard for the truth and had the potential to undermine his effectiveness as a senator. Public figures should expect criticism, but there's a line between constructive dialogue and harmful misinformation, said a representative from Fetterman's team. These remarks cross that line, causing unnecessary harm not only to Senator Fetterman but also to the people he represents. The legal filing also seeks damages for the alleged harm caused to Fetterman's reputation. While the exact amount being sought has not been disclosed, legal experts suggest the case could set a precedent for how public officials respond to critical commentary in the media. Sunny Hostin's response. Sunny Hostin, a lawyer and journalist by profession, has not shied away from addressing the lawsuit. In a statement issued through her legal counsel, she defended her right to express opinions on public figures, emphasizing the importance of free speech in a democratic society. As a host on The View, my role is to engage in robust discussions about current events and public figures, Hostin's statement read. I stand by my comments and will vigorously defend my right to speak freely. Hostin also suggested that Fetterman's lawsuit could have a chilling effect on media discussions about politicians, cautioning against the dangers of silencing critical voices. Public reaction. The lawsuit has divided public opinion, with some applauding Fetterman for standing up against what they view as unfair and harmful commentary, while others argue that the lawsuit infringes on free speech. Supporters of Fetterman argue that Hostin's comments went beyond acceptable criticism and veered into territory that unfairly targeted his health and capabilities. Many have praised him for taking a stand against what they perceive as media bias and sensationalism. On the other hand, Hostin's defenders claim that the lawsuit is an overreach, highlighting the importance of protecting journalists and commentators from legal retaliation. They argue that public figures like Fetterman should expect scrutiny and criticism as part of their roles. Social media platforms have become a battleground for the debate. The broader implications. The case raises important questions about the intersection of free speech, media accountability, and the rights of public figures to protect their reputations. At the heart of the debate is whether Hostin's comments crossed the line into defamation or whether they were simply a form of protected speech. Legal experts note that defamation cases involving public figures are notoriously difficult to win, as the plaintiff must prove actual malice, that the defendant knowingly made false statements or acted with reckless disregard for the truth. This case could set a significant precedent, said constitutional law expert Dr. Alicia Morales. If Fetterman succeeds, it may embolden other public figures to pursue legal action against commentators. Conversely, a loss could reaffirm the broad protections afforded to free speech, even when it's controversial or critical. The case also highlights the challenges faced by politicians dealing with health issues. Fetterman's stroke recovery has been a point of discussion throughout his political career, with critics and supporters offering differing opinions on his ability to serve. The lawsuit underscores the fine line between legitimate scrutiny and harmful rhetoric. What's next? As the lawsuit progresses, both sides are likely to present compelling arguments. For Fetterman, the case is about protecting his integrity and sending a message that public figures deserve fair treatment in the media. For Hostin, it's about defending the right to hold public officials accountable without fear of legal repercussions. The outcome of this case could have far-reaching consequences for political discourse, media practices, and the legal protections afforded to both public figures and journalists. In the meantime, the controversy continues to dominate headlines, sparking important conversations about the responsibilities of both the media and those in positions of power. Conclusion: the lawsuit between John Fetterman and Sunny Hostin is more than just a legal battle. It's a reflection of the broader tensions in today's political and media landscape. Whether the court sides with Fetterman or Hostin, the case will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact on how public figures and commentators navigate the often blurry line between criticism and defamation. As the story unfolds, one thing is clear: the debate surrounding this lawsuit is far from over, and its implications will be felt long after the final verdict is reached.